Let me just say this in advance. In the short term, our primary focus is going to be on stabilizing and supporting the health and safety of the residents and their families. And we will get to the bottom of what happened and when and by who. As we continue in this battle against COVID-19, we've had to take unprecedented measures in an effort to stop the spread of the virus. About a week ago, as many of you know, I issued an emergency order requiring the closure of all non-essential businesses that was in effect until Tuesday, April 7th. I also directed the Department of Public Health to issue a stay-at-home advisory for all residents of the Commonwealth. And this weekend, the federal government announced an extension to the White House coronavirus social distancing guidelines that would be in effect until April 30th, as they anticipate the peak surge of the virus to come nationally sometime in the next 2 weeks. They stated that by extending the distancing guidelines through April, their hope is to mitigate the spread of the virus and reduce the amount of people across the country that could potentially contract the disease. Here in Massachusetts, we've taken some of the earliest and most aggressive steps in the country to slow the spread of this virus. And we must continue to be aggressive in our pursuits. So today, I'm announcing an extension of the timeline for all non-essential businesses to keep their physical workplaces and facilities closed to all workers, customers, and the public until May 4th. This new designation on essential services will take effect tomorrow, April 1st at noon. This order also extends the 10-person limit on social gatherings until May 4th as well. With these extensions, we're issuing an updated list of businesses and organizations that provide essential services and workforces related to COVID-19 that will continue to operate during this time period. I'll get into more details on what this entails in just a minute. But I want everybody to know that we appreciate the huge impact on our economy and on our daily lives that these decisions have, and they have not been made lightly. But based on the facts on the ground, our Department of Public Health guidance to extend the stay-at-home advisory outlining self-isolation and social distancing protocols needs to remain in effect through May 4th as well. I know this is difficult to hear, but we need everyone to continue to go without being around many of your family and most of your friends for your own health and safety and for the health and safety of your family, your friends, and others. As most of you know, my weekly visits with my 91-year-old father are phone calls. And as I said previously, neither one of us are very good at that. And I miss him. But that's just the way it is. And it's the way it should be. And it's the way all of us need to be as purposeful as we can be in dealing with the contagious nature of this virus. For state government workers, we're also issuing an extension of the guidance to the executive branch employees regarding working from home that we put in place previously, and that will also be extended until May 4th. And as we get ready to face what we're predicting to be the surge here in Massachusetts, these actions will improve our ability to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 and the impact the surge has on our healthcare system. Now, we know that for many businesses and individuals, the measures that have been put in place have come at a very high cost. This includes the many local and homegrown small businesses in Massachusetts that we are so proud of. For them and for many others, it has not been an easy time, and we respect that. And we know that today's news won't make it any easier. But I know I speak for me and the Lieutenant Governor when I say that we've had many conversations with businesses across the Commonwealth that were deemed non-essential. And as concerning as that is to them with respect to the ongoing nature and potentially the future of their operations, They understand why we're doing it and why it's an important step to ensure the health and safety of them and their employees and others here in the Commonwealth. Because if we can limit face-to-face, person-to-person contact now, we can slow the spread and get back to work as soon and as safely as we possibly can. Last week, as most people know, we posted a specific list of business categories that we considered to be essential to supporting the Commonwealth through this emergency, which was based on guidance we got from the federal government. As a result, we've updated the categories, and some of these changes include clarity around the supply chain that supports other essential services, adding healthcare providers like optometrists and chiropractors, expanding the types of workers providing disinfectant and sanitation services. Based on the new guidance, we directed the Department of Public Health to issue an order with more specifics for hotels, motels, and short-term rentals like Airbnb. They're to be used for limited purposes only, which include direct efforts related to the fight against COVID-19. For example, as housing for frontline healthcare workers or for Massachusetts residents who have been otherwise displaced from their homes, or to house workers who are part of our essential business community. The point here is to reserve these spaces for people who need them as a result of circumstances that relate to or were caused by COVID-19 or other emergencies. Hotels and short-term rentals like Airbnb may no longer be booked for vacation or leisure purposes. People should really be using common sense on this one and should not be going on vacation right now. As we've said in our advisory, and as many other public officials at the state, federal, and local level have said, people should be staying at home.